Hey everybody, I wanted to talk to you about one of our sponsors, Western Union. You got to find them on our website.
When I have a girl in a foreign country that won't shut her fucking mouth,
What do you
what
do,
I
Jim?
do? I send her money via Western Union.
best
It
thing
leaves
you can-
little to no paper trail, and that's good by me.
Right, so if you're one of our fans and you've got one of those girls and there's
You're
someone...
listening to that, Benita, you whore?
Yeah, go to our website, JimandEddieTalkShit.com, hit the banner, click it, hit it, punch it, and practice punching her. Click the banner, punch the banner.
Eddie, it's an advert.
I went too far.
Send
All right,
money via Western Union.
and it's on
to
our
over
website.
over 137 countries. Actually, I could just say over 5 countries. It would still be an accurate statement.
Sure, it would be.
To send them to over 1 country.
More than just this country.
As many as 135 countries you can send money to. You can pay bills with it. You can pay bills online. You can pay mortgages, auto, credit, insurance, utility, government, and other type of bills that can be paid.
We know what the other ones are.
Hush money.
Colombia. So go to Western Union. It's on our website. The banner's on there, JimandEddieTalkShit.com. Anytime you got to do anything with money, anything, help us out and click it. Just click it.
Sign on through their barrier on our webpage.
Can I buy blow from Machete through Western Union?
Maybe. We're not going to say
You
it.
officially can't buy. You can get the money to do illegal things.
Yeah.
But you can't
You
buy
can't
it
do
because
illegal
of-
things, but you can get money
Yes,
for
yes.
illegal
That's
things. Yeah. So JimandEddieTalkShit.com and click Western Union. The best Western Union in the Union. That sounds like a hotel.
Yeah.
We're about to start this episode of Talking Shit with Yoshi. Yoshi, Obayashi. You don't go by a last name, so we're not going to let you have it. Just Yoshi. He's like a rapper. But before we start, I just want to talk about, you might have heard some ads on our show. We have some ads, not many, so please help out. Still, you can go buy packages. Packages you buy help us, so buy them for like 50, 7,500, 200, whatever you do. You get stuff, T-shirts, stickers, all kinds of stuff, posters, DVDs. And if you buy these things, you help out the show. And also, you can help us by going to the Western Union thing. Click Western Union if you want to get some money. I think they give you money. That's what Western Union does. But just sign up. Also, go to our website, JimandEddieTalkShit.com. That's where all of this stuff can be done. Go to our Facebook page. We can't find our webmaster who's designed our website. He's fucking missing in action. If you're out there, Carlos, we're looking for you. Help. You've got our website hostage. So, yeah, our new website's about to go up, but fucking Carlos is nowhere to be seen. Jim, do you have any dates?
All right, look, this is August 7th. I've been told this is going out, and at this very moment, I'm in Scotland doing the Edinburgh Festival. I think the show's like 9 p.m. every night. So if you're in Edinburgh, I'll be there every night for the next 27 nights, and then there's a UK tour, and then I'm not really gigging again until about February. So
See him now.
UK tour.
And if you're from America, fly to the UK.
Yeah.
I will be on the 14th of August. I'll be in Adelaide, Australia, 14, 15, 16, 17. On the 18th, I fly up to Brisbane, Australia. Then I believe it's the 19th, I'm in Melbourne. It's the 19th or 20th, I'm not sure. And then the 22nd, I'm in Sydney. And then I'm going to a couple other places in Australia still to be announced. And you can get those tickets at alist.com.au. That's alist.com.au. And then I come back to America, and I will be September 7th and 8th. I'll be at the Pasadena Ice House. Go to the Ice House. It was really fun last time, and come out. There's 2 shows on Friday, 2 shows on Saturday, and so just get out there to that one. After that, I got a lot of colleges and stuff, so just check out my site, eddief.com. I've got all those dates. Jason just showed up. That's good. Late. Let's just start the show now.
2 douchebags on a couch. One's an asshole, one's a grouch. And relentless, all their mouths. Jim and Eddie. Oh shit! Jim and Eddie.
You smell like homeless.
All right. Hi, everyone. This is Jim Jeffries from Jim and Eddie Talking Shit. Just sit down quietly, Jason, without causing noise. This is Jim and Eddie from Talking Shit. Hello, Eddie.
Hi, Jimmy. How are you?
Good.
Jason's here and he's high as fuck, I can tell.
All right, do you want to introduce our guests and everything?
Our guest is Yoshi. Yoshi, how do I say your last name?
Obayashi.
Obayashi. Yoshi, I've been friends
Which is the Japanese Smith.
How long have I known you, Yoshi? Long time.
What is it, 8-9 years?
Yeah, long time. Here was your bio that was written up. I don't know who did this, but I'll read it.
Okay.
Yoshi, it says, a comedian from the famed Ice House Chronicles and has an IMDb with a total credit count of 1. This is the first comedian that gave me a boner from looking at his Twitter feed. So many vagina pics. His real last name is Hirota, but apparently it was not demographic-y enough for him, so he decided to go by Obayashi. He is also known for his Kamikaze Pilot Survivor comedy, which is available on Comcast On Demand. But I think that's only in Boston and parts of Rhode Island. Sorry, international fans, but follow him on Twitter and listen to him as his voice soothes you to sleep and piss off the guy in the cubicle next. Fucking Far Side, what the fuck?
It's so wrong.
Is any of it real? Obviously, that is your real.
The kamikaze things when I had a problem with Larry David like 5-6 years ago.
What was your problem with Larry David?
He had an episode with a kamikaze in it, didn't he?
Yeah, and when my friend was writing for Boston Herald at the time, and there was a character named Yoshi, and they had one of my joke as one of the episodes. So they wrote it up in Boston Herald, and Larry David got a whiff of it. So he was paranoid that people are accusing him of stealing my joke, because a bunch of people contacted HBO about that. And I got called that night congratulating me because they just assume I work for them. I have no idea. And they wrote the article. Then 3 days later, after talking to the guy who wrote the article, my friend Sean McCarthy, he writes a lot of the comedy stuff.
Oh,
and,
yeah, comic.
Yeah, so
nice guy.
Larry talked to him. Then Larry David calls me. And at the time, I was Evil Angel, editing like Rocco's Reverse Gangbangs or something like that at the time. And,
yeah, let me let our fans know. Yoshi has his day job. He was recently fired
5 months ago, exactly today.
How much writing goes into writing porn?
No, he doesn't write porn. He edits porn.
Oh, that's okay.
I did
that's
the DVDs
different.
for them, yeah.
How much jerking off goes into editing porn?
Maybe first couple of years, but not after 9 years.
Really? You
Yeah.
just stopped it?
And so I was doing that gangbang thing, and he calls me up, and I thought it was Craig Gass or somebody doing
doing an
impression of
impression.
him. So I'm like, hey, is this Yoshi? This is Larry David. I'm trying to think, Larry David? Who? Like, I didn't think the Larry David, you know.
There's a sitcom waiting to happen, the Jew and the Jap.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't anyone want that?
So after a while, I realized it was him, and I couldn't tell if he was trying to call me to apologize or complaining, because he got a bad write-up in Boston Herald.
It was probably a little bit of both. If
Yeah,
Larry
and then
David.
I'm not a pushover. I don't like him, but like, I'm yelling at him. I'm trying to finish this gangbang thing because we have to send it in next day. And my boss says, I stopped screaming, and I'm telling them, like, well, Larry David's on the phone. And, like, nobody believes me. You know, I work at the jack-off shop, and like, who's going to believe Larry David calls me? So it went on for like 5 minutes, and he, I don't know why he was calling me. I really don't know.
To this day, you don't know why he called?
Did he ever say the word sorry, or I think there's been a mistake?
There's no sorry. But I wish he would have said, like, hey, can you talk? You know, because I'm working, you know, but he's just like that character. There's no question about it. There's no acting.
What did he say in this conversation?
Well, he just said, like, I want you to know that I've been in the business for 30 years. I've never stolen any material. And I told him, this is what everybody's been telling me, like, sometimes they have writers on the show and they take inspiration from other people.
What was the joke that was...
No, I mean, so I guess I've seen every episode except for that one. I refuse to watch that one, but evidently...
I've seen it.
What was the joke?
It's basically that there was an elderly man who was a kamikaze who survived, and...
Yeah, there was a guy named Yoshi, and his father was retired kamikaze, and
Yeah.
I did that joke, and I've even had a Seattle PI wrote about that like 10 years. It's an old joke, but
What's the joke? What's the bit?
no, it's not even a joke. There was a character named Yoshi, and his dad was a retired kamikaze pilot. And I on stage, I said my grandfather served during World War II. He's a retired kamikaze pilot, and on and on and on. And all my friends thought Larry David stole the joke. I don't know. I mean,
okay.
I'm not going to fight a Jew in Hollywood.
I had one of my jokes stolen.
Even
by,
he stole it. What am I supposed to do?
I won't say who it is because it's a done situation. But I had one of my jokes stolen by a very famous comedian who brought out a DVD, and then when I went to complain, the answer I got was, this guy has 10 writers.
Yeah, and they all sit and...
Yeah, so it's not really... It probably wasn't Larry David's fault. So it may have been stolen, but it was probably stolen by one of the people who were the writers on the show.
Yeah, then I told him, like, well, you know, my friends told me you probably have writers. No, I don't have writers. I write everything, blah, you know, but I had a couple...
Well, then he nicked it. You know, I'm trying to help you out here, Larry.
I was at a party once in New York, and it was a big producer. I don't want to say his name. He produces a lot of sitcoms now. And I'm at his place, and there was a guy there. And I was working at the time. I just worked at the Comedy Cellar a lot, and I'd never been on TV or anything. And this guy comes up and he goes, "Oh, man, I love you. You're so funny." And I go, "How do you know me?" He goes, "I go to the Comedy Cellar every night and watch comedy." And I go, "Oh, what do you do?" He goes, "I write for," and he told me the show. And I'm like, "You write for a show and then you go sit in the Comedy Cellar and watch comedy every night?"
Yeah.
Like, that's kind of shitty. You know, like that's, and you know, then you see these things and you see your bits and you go, "Oh, it must be parallel thought." No, they were sitting in the audience.
I mean, just to say retired Comic-Con spell, that's hacking, whatever. But it was just weird he used the name Yoshi, too. That's
well, I want to tell our listeners that, like, the reason I started, I remember I took you we went on the road together. We went to Cincinnati.
Yeah,
we did
Bananas or something.
I also think that you stole your name from Mario Kart. Just want to get that out there.
Yoshi was the first guy I ever heard do the joke about, what was the joke about AIDS when you go, the girl goes, "Why aren't you going to use a condom?" And you're like, "Why? You can't get AIDS twice."
Yeah. Well, I mean, when you work for a porno company, that's what all you do is make AIDS joke, you know. And because both of my ex-bosses have HIV, so
Yeah. Notice he said ex-bosses.
yeah.
But you had another one, like, what was your bit about? You said something like, "You know why you never see retarded Asian babies?"
Because we fucking bury them alive. Yeah.
Oh. I thought it was going to be because they all look retarded.
Well, mongoloid.
I always think the people from Mongolia, they've gotten a bad rap, haven't they? That they do have a certain look to the Mongolians, but to actually like get the disability of Mongoloid comes from Mongolia. Like if they were called Australianoids or something, Down syndrome people, I'd be like, "Geez, fucking cut it out. You can't just say that."
They're really like the Puerto Rico of the Asia.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like,
oh, when you see them, they're weird looking.
They're very. Well, that's
I had
the thing.
a whole lot of them trying to get on a plane once.
I
don't think any of them knew how to work. Like just
get on.
Yeah, they just couldn't get on. The woman was like 3'5", looked like a Sherpa.
I thought you were gonna say, like, you go. You don't see them often because they don't get out of Mongolia often, and no one goes.
I've
there.
only seen them once in America. I
Yeah.
was at the airport, and they just didn't know the whole fucking where you meant to sit program.
I've never met someone that said, "Oh, I'm half Irish and half Mongolian." I've never met somebody that has Mongolian in them.
Yeah. I've never. Yeah, if
Because
if my son ever brings home a girl and goes, "Oh, she's a Mongoloid from Mongolia," I'll be like, "Oh, that's not a good one."
But I think they don't tell you that I'm half Irish, I'm half Mongolian, because retarded people usually never tell you what nationality they are.
well, they don't know.
That's what I mean.
Oh,
Sorry. The guy George that used to work at the sushi
Speaking
shop.
of Mongoloid,
He was Mongolian.
Who?
That tall guy George that used to work for
Mongolians
the sushi shop.
aren't tall.
He was tall. He was Mongolian. I asked him if he was Chinese. He was insulted.
I don't know about this.
I'm serious.
Somebody fact check this. Jason's high.
hey, well, that brings us into I'm now openly telling people I'm my girlfriend's pregnant. I'm having a child.
Congratulations.
There you go.
Hooray.
When?
Yeah, I got a hooray. Why did I get such a weird hooray?
How long were you gonna wait till the kid was 3?
I know.
By the way, I have a kid.
She's 6 months pregnant now, and I just wanted, in case there was any complications or anything, I didn't want to tell the broad world about it. You know, we could still fuck up
I'm,
now.
I'm still upset about the way you told me. You told me at K Rock that night.
Yeah.
He pulls me aside and he goes, "Listen, we haven't told anyone." He pulls me and my girlfriend aside. He and Kate. He goes, "We just want."
I hadn't told anybody.
We just want to let you know. You're the first to know. We're having a baby, and we were like, "Congratulations, everything." And then I go over to Joe Rogan's place that week. He's like, "We're not telling anyone." Joe's like, "Jim's having a baby."
No, I told Joe Rogan 2 days later.
Okay.
So you were the first to know, but it didn't mean that how much time do you want the information by yourself?
I wanted to hold it for till the baby was 3.
No, you were the first to know. Then what happened when we told Jason? Jason went, "We're having a baby."
Yeah, and I pretended like I didn't know. And Jason's like, it was the night he got in trouble for the Jay Moore, Bob Saget. He comes home, and that's the first thing he called me on the phone. He's
Because
like,
he announced it at the show.
yeah, and he goes,
I told everyone.
You told everybody.
he goes,
yeah.
"We're having a baby." And I go, "Who is?" He goes, "The family." I was like, "What?" And then I go, "Where the fuck's the tequila?"
You're not getting near the boy.
But
Having a boy. as well.
Jim, I know that's kind of a big announcement, but I think we have a bigger one, and that is that Jason's going to be in a Lenny Kravitz video.
Yeah.
Yes. So Lenny Kravitz is having an abortion.
It's actually Avicii versus like Lenny Kravitz or
Hey,
something like that.
I've got bigger information for you. There's a part in my show that I want you to audition for.
Thank you.
Are you up for that?
Yeah.
I'm going to get you the sides.
All right.
I'm not even going to be there for the audition. Are you going to embarrass me?
No.
You're going to go to an acting coach and practice before you go?
Do you want me to?
I would
Yes.
like you. I would like you to do a good job.
I'll do a good job.
Don't just fucking
You're
wing it.
just saying that
This
doesn't
is
make
like-
it so.
This is like a once in a lifetime chance.
I won't fuck up.
It's to play my stalker.
Thanks.
All right.
You don't have to act.
Yeah.
No, I'll just play myself.
Well, listen, but you better fucking take it serious. If you fuck this up, I will kill you.
Eddie will kill you. Imagine what I'll do to you.
Now, you know me. I get more mad than him because this is an opportunity. If you fuck
can't
this
kill
up,
me.
I can kill you.
No.
I know
Now,
exactly how to do it. I've
first of
thought
all,
it out.
do you have a headshot ready to go? A current headshot?
I can get one.
What about a resume?
I can do that too.
Okay.
No, anyone can do that.
I want to see the resume. I want to see the resume next.
It'll be the only
week.
headshot that looks like it's on a
When's the
phone
audition
book.
going to be?
It'll be probably around late September.
Okay. Plenty of time.
Okay.
I'll start stalking you now. Get into the role.
Yeah, but if you can't fuck it up,
Are you a method actor?
No.
All right. Can you tell us about your Lenny Kravitz video?
I played 2 characters in it.
really,
Yeah.
what are they?
One is the roommate of the lead.
Is that Lenny Kravitz?
No, it's an actor that's a dancer.
What? Are you sure this is a music video?
Yeah.
When is it? What's the storyline of the music
The
video?
storyline is this guy, he's like a hipster. He's coming down the street. He finds a Walkman on the ground, and he looks at it, and there's a cassette in the Walkman, and the name of the song and the artist is on the cassette, and he starts playing it.
Is the artist Lenny Kravitz?
And he starts dancing like crazy and shit, and like his head explodes, and then he goes into this rave scene, and then he's about to make out with this really hot chick,
Is that your second?
and then he
character?
opens his eyes, and he's still just in his apartment,
And he
All
sees
right.
you.
It's me.
We have to stop right now. Your audition's gone. First rule of Hollywood: you can't you sign no confidentiality agreement. You
No,
can't
it's-
just say the storyline before Lenny Kravitz gets to debut.
It's
this
gonna
thing.
release before this show goes out.
Is it?
Yeah, but you can't tell people before it's released.
Yeah, I can. I didn't
No,
sign
'cause-
anything.
No, but when they do a video, it's like
No, it's not
all
a secret.
under wraps.
It'll be out.
You
2
didn't
weeks.
sign anything. I didn't sign anything that said I won't hit my girlfriend. So maybe I should just do it then.
It's called
You know what I
common
mean?
sense.
How
You
do
don't
you
Common sense.
No, I didn't break
reveal
any
it.
rules.
How are they
no,
going to
it's
shoot
okay.
it and
Just-
release it in 2 weeks, dude?
That's when it releases. 2 weeks.
When are you shooting?
They haven't even shot it yet. They have to
They
edit
shot it last week.
Oh, you already?
I already did it.
Did you
Yeah.
Did you meet Lenny?
No,
Right.
but there's a lot of really hot like chicks there.
Did you
Did you-
do you bother them?
Yeah.
I was the only one in the group. I was in a thong.
Speaking of bothering,
Did you get any numbers?
No, I didn't bother.
wait, you're wearing a thong?
Wait,
Yeah.
you didn't get a phone number off any of these girls?
I didn't want to
Well, they're hot chicks. Why
So
would
wait,
you want to?
so wait a minute. Wait, so
because they were Burning Man chicks.
so the producers of Lenny Kravitz videos treat you like we do.
Yeah,
How much did you get paid?
I don't want to say.
How much?
It was less than 100.
Less than $100.
Um,
Things are really turning around, aren't they?
Have you talked to Tiffany Haddish lately?
No, I haven't.
Tiffany Haddish, I ran into the other night. We did a show at the Laugh Factory, and she's like, "Oh, Jason." She's like, she was telling me how much she liked doing the
She's
show.
supposed to send
How
me
much-
like information about like cancer stuff for my mom.
But yeah, she told me that you invited her to Vegas, and you said
I didn't invite her. To
she said
Vegas.
you invited her, and you said, "Don't worry, I'll pay for everything."
I did not.
Yeah, you did.
That's embellishment.
What?
That's just funny stuff.
Did you invite her?
I asked her if she was going to be there. And she said no one invited her, so you should go.
and
I guess that's an invitation. That's presumptuous.
you didn't say I'll pay for everything.
No.
Yoshi, what do you think?
I gotta believe her.
Yeah.
Wait, let's get more into Yoshi because usually we ask our guests to give us some ideas of stuff that they want to talk about, and they never give us ideas, or they'll say, "Hey, plug my show," or whatever's coming up. Yoshi sent like 6 ideas, the things he wanted to talk to. One, he got fired from Evil Angel porn company.
I love Evil Angel. They bring out a good
and
product.
the owner of Evil Angel is a big fan of yours.
Is he?
No, the guy who is head of the internet.
Oh, head of the internet.
You got him tickets.
the
in
head of the
initial-
whole internet? I don't know.
The guy who's the head of... No, you got him tickets for...
I got him tickets for Jim one time.
Yeah.
And is he the guy that fired you?
One of the 3 guys. Yeah.
Why'd you get fired?
Okay, so what happened was one of the director, Kevin Moore, asked me for 2 Russell Peters tickets.
Right?
And I got him tickets, but I didn't have his number, so I texted his wife, Shazia. She's a porn star, half Pakistan, Saudi Arabian porn star.
She hasn't been hit by a rock yet?
No, not yet. And
What about a Rocco?
she won't ever walk. We do represent. Well, we have Rocco, but so I text her for about 2 tickets, and basically they say I violated her privacy by texting her for 2 free tickets for her. But they've been trying to fire me for the last 4 years.
Why do they want to fire you?
I don't. They can't control me. I talk back, and DVD sales are low, but mostly because I just talk back to them.
Why do you talk back?
Oh, the guys I work with are just liars and scumbags, you know.
Hey, I know, they're fans of mine.
Yeah.
And they also make porn.
But what happened is when I talked to John Stelliano, Buttman, that's my ex-boss. He owns the company.
Yeah.
Why is he called Buttman? Was he just good at anal?
No, he's into like big asses, girls with big asses in Brazil. He was the first one to go to Brazil and Eastern Europe.
I think you sent me one of those videos once.
No, I only send you tranny stuff, remember?
Yeah.
Why doesn't the guy who's the head of this company who likes me ever hook me up when I was single or anything? Like, this seems like a big waste. Why didn't that happen?
Let me tell you this: when I wanted,
If I was a big fan and liked someone, I'd give them what I could, you know. Like,
I was trying to hook Yoshi up and get him some work on the road because he's really funny. And I had club owners say to me, "Oh yeah, does he have a?" This is before like everyone had clips on YouTube. They're like, "Does he have a DVD or something, or tape, and that we can look at?" And I said, "Yeah." So I call him and I go, "Yoshi, I need a DVD or tape or whatever for you from you for." And I didn't say that, I meant because we had been talking about working together and stuff. And like a week later, I get a box in the mail, and I'm like, "What the fuck is this box?" And I open it up, and it's just a box of tranny porn.
yeah.
And so I jerked off to it, and then it was so disturbing. Just
Which one that scared you? Omar Galanti?
did I call you and tell you which one? Yeah.
We represent him now.
But like they're all tricks. They're what a tranny would do to Jason. You're watching it looks like a chick, and it looks like you must edit it like this. They're fucking, and everything looks good, and then they do the reveal, and all of a sudden it turns around, and there's like this little penis dangling around it's like hermaphrodite porn too. Like there's like penises and vaginas and all kinds of shit. Like
It doesn't do it for me. Though.
yeah, it gets really
Doesn't
creepy.
do it. I met a lot of guys that doesn't do it for me.
Who does get into that?
Jim Norton. I'm telling you, Jim, that's not fake. He knows that shit better than I do.
It's so creepy.
We were watching Hangover 2. I watched Hangover 2, and there was a tranny there. They prefer to go she-males, by the way. But Jim knew not only the girl's name, her real name, and her number. I mean, that's Jim. That's not fake. He's. But it's not a gay thing. Gay men are into she-males. It's always heterosexual guys.
Oh,
Well, I
bullshit.
think when there's a penis there, you're gay.
Yeah. At least bisexual.
The 4 main body parts the heterosexual men always search in internet. Do you know what top 4 body parts are?
No.
Well, just guess.
Heterosexual males.
Yeah.
Is.
The vagina.
No. Ass.
Right.
Tits.
Tits.
Yes.
Legs.
Legs.
Getting closer.
Feet.
Yes.
Feet. I like
Feet.
Yeah, men like feet. Yeah. Oh, it's never done it for me, but.
And then what's the 4th? Face.
Penis.
What?
Yeah.
That's-
I have a professor in Boston. He wrote a good book called A Billion Wicked Thoughts. And he said that he researched 100 million web search by heterosexual guys. And 4 major body parts of men always search, not gay guys, is tits, ass, feet, and penis.
Yeah, but I like a big cock in a scene because I like to see the girl being ruined.
And I've searched.
But I'm not searching the penis to look at the penis. I'm searching it to really fucking hurt the
And
woman.
I've searched penis because when I used to text girls and say, "Hey, send me a naked photo," and they'd say, "Send me a naked photo of you,"
Right.
I would just get a Google search and get a picture of some really massive cock and then send it to them.
Because women, I don't know why I'm looking. Women, you're the only one here. When they talk about penis,
You can say anything you want in front of Lily.
because top 4 websites for women,
she has a
usually
penis.
4 out of the 5 of them are romance novels for women, for sexual and desires. And women never talk specifically of a type of penis. Whenever you guys talk about penis, it's relation to blood, like, romance novels, things like Sebastian was full of passion, his penis flooded with blood or whatever. But whenever talk about specific penis, like little white chick, big black monster dick, it's always heterosexual men. I'm telling you, that's why she-males are very popular. Because
you're like the Dr. Wooth.
Yeah, I don't agree. I know that you can say that, but I think there's a lot more homosexuality going on than what we claim in society.
Sure, I would say that too. Like
That's
that
what I
there's-
think it is because I've never searched penis or she-males or ever. I've looked at them out of curiosity, but never been aroused by it or.
Because, Rick Shapiro was telling us when he used to blow dudes for money, it was always straight dudes with like wives and kids and that
absolutely.
So there's probably a big closet market that's going into
But
that.
gays hate she-male stuff. I'm just telling you.
Really?
They hate it. They get insulted when you say you like she-male stuff.
But seriously, you would sit and edit porn all day long, huh?
For 9 years.
What's the
yeah.
grossest thing you've ever seen? A lot of women
I
like
can't
taking shits after they get fucked in the ass.
No, the ones I don't get like prolapse movies. I don't.
All right, explain what that means.
You don't know prolapse?
No.
Prolapse is when the internal wall of anus comes out of the
Oh,
body.
I know what
look
that
like a beef jerky is coming out of your ass.
I've got that all the time. That's called doing a poo.
That's really popular.
Harlow's ass prolapses when she shits. It's disgusting.
No, I don't even like when they make the asshole gape. I think I'm very vanilla. I like to see
the gaping asshole.
I like to see a
terrifying.
good gangbang. I like seeing fucking all the holes filled. That's my thing. A lot of guys and one girl.
I also don't like when the girl's proud when it's gaping. When they're like showing it and they're like pulling it apart. And it's like, that's not normal. You've got a hole in your body right now, like a giant fucking gaping
I
hole.
like gaping stuff because I have a lot of respect for directors because it takes a good director to make the girl comfortable enough to just sit there and having the asshole wide open like that. There's a lot of trust involved right here.
Why? Because they could like throw beanbags in there. Or something.
Yeah.
Yoshi has professional respect for the gaping. Oh, that's brilliant.
And then the guy's like,
Shut up.
because when when a guy's into
Jeez, I'm glad I'm not having a daughter. I think about that all the time. Like,
Gaping asshole. Lilith, have you ever had your asshole gape?
Yes.
Oh.
No, I haven't.
No, but you've done anal though.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
You sure it
Or
didn't gape
haven't-
afterwards?
No prolapsing, none of that shit.
You don't know that. You can look at it. You
the
can
new
see.
stuff is
I think I can
prolapse
feel
she-male movies now.
Have you ever edited anything with Mandingo?
I like it. Look, as weird as I don't mind seeing a girl getting pissed on. I'm all for that.
I've noticed a theme here though, Jim. You like to see
Oh yeah,
women getting abused.
I'm horrible. Yeah, it's women getting abused, like really abusive sex and thing. I don't like it when like there's some like
You don't
call
like the
me
girl-
slave master, faggot. You got a little dick, and like many like that. Like no way. I want a girl being choked and pissed on. Like I feel horrible about it, but I've come to terms with it.
Have you watched any snuff films?
tried.
Do you feel bad because the way you treat women, or?
Because that's the way I'd like to treat women sexually, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I do feel bad. But you know, I'm not fucking girls with dicks.
I like how Yoshi's like, tell me more. Yoshi,
So, Yoshi, tell me about the time you almost killed your mother.
My stepmother.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Tell me that time you beat a woman almost to death. Watch why I wank.
Well, that story, it's 2003, August. They found my dad's body.
It's so 2003.
Yeah.
yeah.
They found my dad's body, and I saw him 6 months before, and I didn't know at the time, but my...
Stop right here. You should be writing a song about this, Jason. So
This
take
is
notes.
intense.
Go.
So evidently my mother-in-law was cheating on my dad before the marriage, during the marriage, and right after it, and she left tons of dead, and they found my dad's body, and I don't know, I guess he was so decomposed, you know, he was so dark, and one of my friends said, well, it must be devastating to find your dad so dark and dead for 2 weeks. Like, yeah, of course it's devastating. My dad looks like a nigger. And,
Yeah.
So
that must have been upsetting for you.
That must be upsetting for some of our fans.
Yeah,
Not
yeah.
many of them, but
Yeah, so dark and dead. We didn't say dead beat. There we go.
So I found out my stepmother was in Japan. She's Korean, and she claimed when my dad was
North or south?
south.
All right, good. Just checking.
nobody lays claim to North Korean.
We have part of my family.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
You don't speak to them anymore.
No, no.
Hard for
my
him to
fam's
get out, you know.
My family's ethnic Koreans, but so you know when we get kind of treated really bad over there. But so basically, right after I found out that my stepmother was in Japan last time they saw my dad alive. So during the funeral, I saw her and I kind of cornered her and just started beating the shit out of her, and I was stomping her head.
What did you start with? A punch?
I grabbed her back of her head and started punching her face.
No. What are you implying? You implying that she killed your father?
She had something to do with it, you know.
Like she might have paid someone to do it, or
She was there with her nephew and stuff like that. And day before, but she claimed she wasn't in Japan that whole month. My cousin's husband is like FBI, their Korean version FBI. He checked reservation for airlines, and they found that she was in Japan the last time they saw my dad, and flew away.
And so she was denying it.
She was denying it, and I just assumed she had something. I mean, she did all kinds of terrible things to my dad.
So basically, you beat her up on a hunch.
Yeah.
Hey, we've all been there. I beat up Asian people for no reason all the time.
Her nephew, her sister, and brother-in-law, and then
Wait, you beat them all up?
yeah.
Oh my God, that's like the end of Street Fighter.
Are you part ninja?
I would just no.
Haruken.
I was stomping her head while and like her
In the church?
Have
Was the
you
funeral
watched-
at the
have you-
reception?
at the cemetery.
At the cemetery.
Do you think you've watched too much porn, maybe?
No, but how would you feel like my dad really helped this lady when she was 40, got remarried, and
Right.
took care of her, and find out this is cheating on him, stole money from him, and you know the
Possibly killed him.
my dad's you know I have to say he's a very nice and he's a bit of a pushover, but I'm not, you know, and
So wait, you fought her first or beat her up first, right? Then you moved down the line. Like were they like?
I
coming
keep
to-
stomping her head until some lady that working with the cemetery screamed. I kind of stopped.
Until someone screamed, "Finish her!"
So I stopped because I didn't.
You
I
didn't
kind
wanna-
of lost my, you know.
Okay. Then how'd you? Go?
I went down the stairs and I saw her nephew, and then he didn't know what happened because we were.
And what did the nephew do wrong? Just related.
Well, I figure it makes no difference if I beat 1 or 4 people at that point.
I'm with you.
if I'm gonna
with
get
you.
my money's
you
worth.
were like Rambo. I'm gonna fucking take out the whole village.
So I sucker punched him, and they have one of those cup for water ritual, the
Right.
Buddhist thing. I grabbed and just beat him over the
Oh,
head.
you smashed him with the holy cup water.
That's not very Buddhist.
That's just like
I'm
the most
atheist, so it doesn't
violent
really matter.
baptizing ever.
Okay, then what?
Then went down to the parking lot and I saw her brother-in-law and just walk up. He still doesn't know, and I walked and just sucker punched and started kicking him.
I don't want to be racist, but was it that they all looked the same to you? Like, were you just hitting random Asians?
It's kind of true. They did look kind of like.
I can't believe you're just walking down the line. People are probably like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
So then you punched him, and then...
Well, here's the thing. Like, both my dad's side and my mother-in-law's side, they don't really know. I lived in States for a long time, and they just remember me as a kid, so they don't know how I would respond as an adult. Well, she found out the hard way.
Jeez, remind me not to kill your dad.
Yeah. Hey, I just want to tell you, Yoshi, it's great to have you here. And we're cool, right?
Yes. Big fan.
Have you had any training in kicking people's asses, or this is just pure rage?
It was pure rage, and I beat both of them. And I threatened my cousin to take. I forced him to take me to the airport, and I got on the plane and flew away. And I haven't been back to Japan. And
I don't think you can go back.
No, well, no, I can. It's just I wasn't able to get out.
Yeah, of jail.
Yeah. So
on this episode of Locked Up Abroad.
So you can never go to Japan again.
No, I don't think it's a problem after she passes away.
Do you want to go to Japan ever again?
Yeah, sure I do.
How old is she now?
60 something. So she was 53 when I was beating
Right.
the shit out
And
of her.
how long has she been in the coma for?
What?
How long she's been in the coma for?
Wait, I don't.
How long
a
was-
coma. I was saying that you beat her into a coma, like she's got a concussion.
I think she was in the hospital for 3 months. I don't think she was in coma.
No. How long was she in the hospital for? That's a good
3
question.
months.
2.5, 3 months.
From your beating?
Yeah.
Fuck, I feel so much better about how I beat my mother. I did punch my mother once in the stomach, but she had it coming. She was pounding into me, like throwing punches at my face. It was in self-defense.
Because I saw my dad 6 months before and told him, why didn't you do the regular
I
thing?
did. I was a teenager. I had to defend myself.
Talking DV.
Jason's looking at me like this is. She was wailing.
Well,
on
he
me.
put his stepmom in the hospital for 3 months. That's
I
intense.
just clocked a fat woman in the stomach once. It wasn't anything too bad.
I had kind of heard that story from another comedian that you were living with. He had said something years ago. He's like, yeah, Yoshi had to go to the airport. He went to Japan. And like 24 hours later, he's back. And we're like, why are you back? And he's like, I think I killed my stepmother.
Yeah.
Did you get arrested or anything? Or you just went straight to the airport?
I went straight to the airport, and
Right.
they were looking for me. They didn't realize I went to. I threatened my cousin, you better fucking take me to the airport right now, because I wasn't going to stay in.
Yeah, you had to get the
Yeah,
fuck
I
out
had
of
to
there.
get out of there. So,
How nervous
do you
were you?
regret it?
no, I regret that she's alive.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now, what,
I'm not these fake Asian comics that you deal with. You know what I mean? Like,
You're the first one I've met.
no, we've had Bobby Lee and,
they're nice
Kevin
guys,
Shea.
but I just won't tolerate that shit from a woman, especially. You know, I just won't.
But you're Korean, right?
Ethnically, yeah.
Ethnically Korean. So did you get a lot of shit? Japanese are very racist, aren't they?
I got beat up by Japanese and Koreans because the Koreans say I'm a traitor for having Japanese name and living in Japan. And but if you're a Korean living in Japan, it's like Jew living in Germany. You should change your name so you don't get picked on.
Oh, really?
But the Japanese could tell right away looking at me.
But the Japanese are very racist, though, right?
And perverted.
Perverted, yes, but
Weird about that blurring of the vagina, though.
But just the schoolgirls.
Yeah.
You just want to masturbate in front of them. I was out there doing gigs. It's like, you're not helping me here. The little socks and the little skirts and the pigtails and giggling behind their hands constantly. Stop it, I want to rape you.
Okay.
So no
All
one
of
tried
the
to-
things said on this show are not representative.
Yoshi, no one tried to extradite you from Japan?
Only way they would do it if she would have died.
Really?
Right, so you're saying I can go over and beat up a Japanese girl?
you got to get out.
As long as I get out.
You got to get out quickly.
You just have to threaten Yoshi's cousin to drive you to the airport right away.
Yeah, can I get his number?
But that was a really weird month because
Yeah, I'd say so.
Sure, yeah. Because your dad died,
wait,
you
but-
killed
I think
someone.
he's going to add to it, Jim.
Because 3 weeks later, my cousin shot himself and killed himself in Seattle. And, I wasn't really dealing well with my dad and my cousin.
Right,
so
I can imagine.
I went to LAX, I took the wrong bag, and I had a weapon in there.
Okay, he also has
Right.
weapons.
Yeah, okay.
So I got
feel
arrested
safe.
on 9/11/2003. So I go to jail for 5 days because they thought...
What do you mean wrong bag?
I had a bag with collapsible baton, and I guess in California you have to have a license for them.
Uh-huh.
And then it was 9/11/2003.
Was this the collapsible baton that you took to your mother's head?
No. It was all natural.
Wait,
Just-
what's a collapsible baton? Jason, do you know about collapsible batons? What
Yeah.
are they?
Explain.
You just a quick release and it goes out. It's a steel bar that's
Yeah.
collapsible.
It's like what a cop could
Like
have.
nesting dolls.
Why
but
why do you have one?
hitting stick?
Before working the porn company, I used to work a porn shop, and we get robbed all the time. I needed one of those.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So don't rob a porn company, or you're gonna have Yoshi on your ass.
So I went to jail for 5 days, and
How was that?
I mean, every time I took a porn shit, they'd leave me alone, and I was popular with those guys. But now I'm on Homeland Security, so every time I fly away, I'm on the list.
Oh yeah, weren't you able not one time to go work with Russell in Canada? Didn't something?
I'm
happen?
banned from Canada too. So
Why? What happened with that?
it was Michael Jackson's second time he was accused of child porn, and then when I was flying over there working for him, I wrote a bunch of funny child porn titles that Michael Jackson liked, and
Yeah.
I got pulled over at the airport with bag of porn. Nothing on the DVDs.
Can we have some of those titles?
Yeah, a 4-year-old virgin, SpongeBob, no pants, Honey, I fucked the kids, wait till your father get hard, and things like that. So they made me stay in the office. They went through every DVD, think I'm a child pornographer.
Take that girl off the wall.
They think you're a child pornographer. Little do they know you're a murderer.
Yeah. So I had to stand there for 4 hours in Edmonton, and they went through every DVD, and they didn't see any kids. So
They watched every DVD.
Yeah, they had to. They went fast forward every one.
Oh,
of
they
them.
didn't jerk off. Or
How
anything.
many broken bones did your stepmother have?
I don't know. I mean, 2.5, 3 months. So, and they said that she
That's
still have a
bad.
hard time walking.
Yeah, right.
I
I asked the questions that the people want to hear. I do. Everyone at home was thinking it. I wonder.
was probably going to ease into the. So, no, wait. What was the comedian you used to live with?
Which
Who have you lived with? What comedians?
Kyle sees.
You live with Kyle Cease?
Yeah.
Were you involved in his classes? Were you involved in his comedy classes?
No. That was way
No one's seen him for a while. What's happened to him?
Well, Stanhope really got to him. He told me, like, he was shell shocked. I mean, he didn't look.
Who told you? Stanhope or Kyle?
Kyle told me.
What, he was upset by that?
I mean, he was just, I don't know. I think he just thought people hated him now, you know? And,
Nah. Kyle seems like a nice guy. I don't know about comedy classes, but
Yeah, I don't agree with comedy classes.
Kyle told me a story once that was funny. You can tell me if it's true or not, but it was fucking. I was laughing.
Wait, is it
so-
about me?
Yeah.
Oh, this is a complete bullshit.
It's
but go
not
ahead.
true?
No, it's.
Let me tell.
really, all right, go
Let
ahead.
me tell you the story that
He
he told
said
me.
you only slightly hurt your mum.
I beat people up, but this story's bullshit.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, but go
here's
ahead.
the story he told me that he was living with you, and his brother came to stay with him.
All right.
And his brother like had a towel or something that he had been using to shower with, and you said, "Hey, can I borrow your towel?" And he went, "Yeah, sure, but like this is your house. Why would you use a towel?" You went into the bathroom to use the towel. You came out of the bathroom and then you left to go out or something.
Yeah.
He goes back in the bathroom and the towel's on the floor with a big shit on it.
I watch shit tapes and pissing movies, but I never did that. But you know what I could say about Kyle?
What?
He used to what's his name? What's the guy's name from Leave It to Beaver?
Jerry Mather?
He used to fuck his daughter, and she was like 16 or 17-year-old at the time.
So he was giving it to Beaver.
Yeah, and like that's a complete fucking line with shit. I made
I
a lot of
love
shit.
that he fucked Leave It to Beaver's daughter.
Yeah.
Did he just have the theme song playing in the background?
But they were dating for a while, right?
I think she's 17. I know that, but
Like,
he
I think I met her.
her
when
name's
she was,
Gretchen
like,
or whatever. I don't really
19
give
or
a shit, but
something.
somebody accused me of doing something that I didn't do. So I'm just telling this is a fact, and it pisses me off because I'm
So,
paranoid.
wait a minute. He accused you of shitting on a towel. You're announcing to the world that in this country he's a pedophile.
Yeah.
With Yoshi.
No, but he said like he was implying.
Terrified of
Hey, in the
Yoshi now.
UK it's fine, in Australia it's fine, but in this country, rapists.
Some states it's legal. Jason knows every one of them.
Yeah, but
Legal in Japan.
he did it. He did it in California.
California illegal.
Illegal. That was an illegal act.
But I mean, he was implying
with
like
the beavers. Imagine how upset Ward would have been.
That's something Eddie Haskell would do.
Is
Is that it?
That's what I'd have while I was fucking his daughter. Ba-dum, ba-da-da-da-dun, da-dun.
Wait, so
Your dad's a has-been. Now show me your face
So
in the
he
shot.
totally made up the shitting on the towel story.
Yes, like why?
Because
You ask me anything, and I
no,
met you.
I believe you.
Yeah.
And, but I'm just saying, if I were you, I'd take credit for it. It's pretty funny.
Maybe it was just a soiled diaper from his girlfriend.
So, are you still friends with Kyle?
No.
Oh, but did you?
I
Ever,
don't mind people saying they don't like me or say whatever I've done, but that's just not true. That's a complete fucking lie.
Okay.
Have I ever shit in my pants? Sure,
No,
many times.
I believe you because you've also just told us that you almost murdered your stepmother. So I would think maybe that would be the one you'd deny and then be like, okay, I shit in a towel. But I honestly believe you. No. So what are you doing now? Are you still working for Dave Attell?
I just finished Dave's All Porn Season 2, and we wanted both of you guys, you know. I don't
He
know
rang,
what-
he rang me up to do it, and then in the 2 weeks before, I rang him and said, "What day are we doing?" And he goes, "Oh, he forgot to book me in, so I didn't do it." He rang me like 4 or 5 times asking me to do it. It just never worked out.
I'm sure we'll have Season 3, and, you know, you guys will be perfect.
Oh, he's
man.
already done season 2?
I'm pretty confident, you know. It's cheap relatively speaking, it's cheap to make the show, and the ratings are very, very good for it. So
Wait, I think Yoshi's the one that hooked us up with Caden Cross. No, that was another friend of mine.
I think I got you guys Christina Rose.
No, we never got her.
we didn't
Oh,
get
you
her.
never got her.
The only one we get is Kaylani Lay because we don't really do well with porn stars.
Christina Rose, I like. I've tried to get her, but then it never worked out. But
And then
I like her. in porn.
who's the one? D'Armond?
Oh, Dana Dearmont.
Deanna, what's her name?
Dana Dearmont.
Yeah, I asked her to do the show, and she said, "I heard you were very rude to a friend of mine."
I'll get her around. She's friends with me on Facebook. She chats to me and stuff. For
She
years.
was like, "But I heard you guys were really mean to Caden Cross."
Oh,
and
piss
so she didn't want to do it.
She did What the Fuck with Mark Maron.
Did she?
Yeah.
Was she good on it?
Yeah, she's actually very smart.
She's funny too.
Yeah,
That's why people kept saying she was
once
funny.
saw her cry during an interview where she was talking about a gangbang and how happy she was that the world was going to see it. So, well done, Einstein.
Okay, now you also wrote me like a 40-page letter of what happened when you quit your porn job or got fired, and it was one of the. I can't read it because it's seriously like 10 pages long, but there were so many funny
How
aspects.
many porn stars you fucked because of this job? You must have.
I
fucked.
haven't fucked. I've gotten blowjobs and stuff, but you know, it's why would they want to fuck me? You know, they're fucking like these alpha guys, like fuck for hours. You know,
I don't know. After beating your mom to death, you're pretty alpha
Yeah.
to me.
Yeah. But the girls like a guy with a sense of humor. I've fucked porn stars. It's not that bloody difficult.
You guys must have.
I'm not an
right?
alpha guy.
Girlfriend's upstairs.
Yeah. My show, I ask the questions. Come on. On your podcast, you can ask me that.
Because didn't you say in ONA like you're a fan of Rocco?
I like Rocco. I used to do a good joke about that. I used to go, my favorite porn star is Rocco Siffredi. And a lot of people ask me, why is your favorite porn star a man? Okay, because women don't get it. When I'm watching Rocco do porn, there's a little bit of my brain that goes, she might die.
Joe Matarese used to have a joke about Rocco Siffredi about how he always goes, "Kiss it."
Oh, yeah.
Kiss it. That's like his tagline. I like when porn stars have a tagline of like, after they like fuck the girl, they say something. There was one guy though that someone was telling us his tagline. I'm like, that's not gonna work. Like he had something like,
Which one is that?
Yeah.
I forget.
I'm out of money.
I saw two guys. I was in Gold's Gym once here in Venice, and there's two guys on these treadmills, and I was like on a bike or something, and I hear these guys talking, and they're talking shop, and I'm like, what do these two guys do? Are they actors or whatever? And they start talking, and all of a sudden they're like, I want to meet that director. Do you have a hookup with him? Yeah, I know him well. I can introduce you to him. You're gonna have to audition though, and I'm listening. And the more I'm listening, all of a sudden it clicks. I'm like, these are two porn stars, male porn stars, and they're just, walking on the treadmill, walking all their body
Why
fat
are they
off.
all stars? They're all called stars.
No, but-
two guys who work in porn.
No, but,
But
let's.
you're right, because I've done enough paperwork for like open mic for porn. Like they will have a gangbang, and there's 30 guys who show up and one girl, and I have to do all the paperwork. you
How
know?
much money do those guys get paid?
If they pop, maybe $50, but you have to pop on the girl's face. If you don't get shit. And the rooms, I mean, when the girl walks in, it's great. but after a while, you have 30 manholes. You know, like it smells like really rotten egg foo young in there. You know what I mean? And they want to high five you after the show, and like I don't.
Could we get Jason in one?
Oh yeah, easy.
Why not?
You have to get a test. Make sure you're HIV negative and STD.
I'm out.
I would never do a fucking.
No, but they'll film me waist down. They will never see you.
I don't want to be in that room.
Why?
Oh, I'd do it. Wait.
Jason, do you understand that this is why the fans have turned on you?
I don't care.
You went from saying yes to everything to no.
Whatever, dude.
Jim,
No,
don't give him an audition.
That's why we don't pay him.
Don't give him an audition.
No, he's getting an audition. I have faith in you, Jason.
I don't want to be in a gangbang. Sorry.
No,
Right,
what about
yeah.
just solo, like a boy-girl thing? Just one girl and you.
Please.
No.
They'll never
Why
find
do you
out.
want me?
It'll be so good for this show.
No, my mom's still alive.
All right, so 2 weeks' time.
How about I'll be her to death, and yeah, you could do it.
How about we send Yoshi to see your mom?
She'll be the bald lady who puts up a good fight.
then we're gonna have to get his cousin to drive him to the airport. He can't go to Canada. How are you in Mexico? You okay in Mexico?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll
I
send you.
go
to
Tijuana all the time.
In Mexico, they're going to make a fucking Family Ties sitcom about him beating his mother.
Oh my god, this
has been an interesting
fucked up
episode.
shit.
It's been dark.
Why do I feel like there's more here that we're not like this is all we know of?
Well,
Oh,
what part-
I haven't asked you have you ever killed a person?
Have I?
Yeah.
No, but
Ah, come on.
No?
I wish I've done it.
Who?
His stepmom. That's what he said. He wished he killed his
My
stepmom.
stepmother and her family for sure.
There's
Yeah.
got to be more. Any comedy club owners?
Oh yeah.
Who?
This is a better story. I choked a handicapped comic up in Seattle. It's a true story.
Right.
His name is Al Fox.
He wasn't handicapped before.
No.
Can we mention this? He is now handicapped, just in case any of you are offended.
Yeah. What was the name of the comic?
Al Fox with Foxx.
And what's wrong with him?
He went to Van Halen concert like 20 years ago. And
Oh, yeah.
That'll do it to
offensive.
everyone, yeah.
He was driving over there and I
Yeah,
guess he-
so someone jumped too high, didn't they?
I think he was high, so he got hit by a semi truck, and ever since then he's been like crippled.
Okay.
And he's a comic up in Seattle, and we were doing a show in Giggles Comedy Club.
Right.
And it was Sunday night open mic show, and there's two kids in front. He was bombing, so he got really angry. He started attacking these two kids in the front of the audience. So he gets up, I'm next, and I just said, you know, very thankful that people actually listen to your show, be nice to the audience, right? So Al, the handicapped guy back, goes, "Shut up, Yoshi, before I kick your ass." Well, I don't know if you know anything about Asian culture, but when you have a handicapped person fucking challenging you, you gotta fucking take those. So
Right, sure. Hey,
I told him, if you're gonna talk shit, Al.
wait a minute, let's stop. What do you mean Asian culture? Is there a big precedent for handicapped people threatening?
They're into eugenics.
In Japan, you don't want to be anything like different. If you stick up in like a negative light, the whole country picks on you. That's why suicide
Did
rate
you
is so
say
high.
negative or negative?
Negative, sorry.
Negative. Yeah, but being handicapped, is that considered a negative over there? Like, even if it's just like an accidental thing?
Because it's a Buddhist thinking, like it's karma, right? So
I mean-
you did something previous, so you come
Yeah.
back as handicapped. So
Those
that's
Bu-
kind of
those
really
Bu-
You
negative.
deserve
Those
it.
Buddhists are a loving bunch.
So
So you hit him with the spoon from the Buddhist.
no.
From a lot of these stories, you do know you're coming back violently deformed in your next life.
with a lot of cum all over you.
Thank you.
Anyway, so the guy said, "I'm going to kick your ass, Yoshi," and you said
Okay, come up, back it up. So it takes.
they got the ramp.
Oh,
Somebody pushed him up there.
he comes up, and
How did he come up? On crutches? Is he?
No, he could walk, but it takes him fucking forever. It took him 10 minutes to get out.
Yeah, so
Right.
kick probably wasn't the best term.
No.
So I'm thinking like,
So you had
I didn't think
so
he was going to come up.
You had time to train.
Yes, I was stretching.
Yeah, you did a whole Rocky montage.
So I'm thinking like, oh, jeez, am I going to fight this guy? So I took my jacket and put it on the stool and turned it around. He threw the glass of Budweiser in my face.
Uh-huh.
I didn't think he was trying to. I think he was trying to get my face wet, but his hands are
Budweiser or Budweiser?
Yeah,
Budweiser.
I'm on your side here. Cripple or no cripple, you don't throw a man.
You can't be throwing shit at people,
Right.
you know?
So what'd you do to him?
I grab his neck and slam his head against the wall and throw him on the ground like a turtle.
And said, take it like the Van Halen concert.
Yes. And I was choking him. Everybody saying, kill the retard, because they hated him. They fucking hated him.
They couldn't have all been saying that. That would have been
No, seriously.
The voices in Yoshi's head were.
He's a fucking racist handicap, because...
He's a racist handicap. I always thought being a different race was a handicap.
Sorry.
Kill the retard. Kill the retard.
How were they doing it? Kill the like that.
They were just, they hated him, right? So, and I'm so like worked up, so I'm choking him for a long time, and my friend Cliff Barnes, like a really short black comedian, come up, and he's seen people getting choked over by white cops or whatever, so he knew how to calm me the fuck down.
So he tasered you.
No.
That's what the cops do.
So he came up and stole your wallet. Then what happened?
They kicked Al out of there. Like, they were cool with me choking him, but they kicked that handicap out of there, so...
You're going to get a lot of new fans from this show, Yoshi.
I had a friend almost get like years in prison for beating up a handicapped guy, and it cost him like $40,000 in court because the guy he got arrested, and the guy was harassing women and like fucking with them, and he told the guy to calm down. Then he my friend beat the guy up and then went and fucked the girls.
But ever since then he's been nice because it never occurred to him that people will hit him. And my attitude, like, if you give me enough...
he learned his lesson.
Yeah. This is like Asian way of thinking, but if you give a person enough reason to hit them, we will fucking hit you.
There's a little person that Jim wants to take out. A guy that's a producer.
Who's this?
You know the guy at the Little People of America convention?
Oh yeah, there's a cunt. He produces music. If I had enough time alone with him, and no one would find out. There's several people in my life.
Oh yeah, down a dark alley.
There's a lady who used to work for a DVD company in the UK who screwed me over so royally that I would fucking punch her until my hand broke if I knew that no one would ever find out.
Yeah, I've got a list. I got a list of those people.
University lecturer. There's one of them I'd like to beat the shit out of that made my life hell.
Oh yeah, my high school algebra teacher. I had plans on doing it.
Yeah, I had fantasies.
Yeah. I wrote him a letter.
But then the law would get involved, and you know.
But I don't blame you. I think those are just natural feelings.
Yeah, but most
like
of us
on a
don't
chick
carry
or wanting to see
through
an
with
asshole cape.
It just, I was ethnic Korean, so Japanese kids are just beating the shit out of me every day, and like you get tired of that. So when I was third grade,
Yeah, we did too when they attacked Pearl Harbor. We got tired too. So we did a thing called
the Japanese
Hiroshima and Nagasaki.
They don't have the best history, do they?
No. If you read books about World War II and the prison.
So the earthquake, did you see that as a karma thing for the Japanese, or was that an
They have that coming?
I had a conflicting. I have a lot of friends in that area. They were all okay, but at the time, I mean, I was worried about.
Were you hoping that your stepmother was around there?
No, but
riding
it was tragic. For me, it was tragic, the whole tsunami thing, because my ex-girlfriend survived. So
yeah. You probably got 5 minutes worth of stuff, right?
Yeah, I do.
I read a book that said like in the German prison camps, like only like a small percentage of Americans died, American military.
Yeah.
But in the Japanese prison camps, it was like 50%.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, no, they treated them really bad. The Japanese were fucking evil when it came to that shit, man.
The stereotype of Japan's like peaceful and people are nice and stuff like that, but that's not my experience.
I think karaoke. That's the stereotype I
They
go with.
invaded China and Korea and
Yeah.
terrorized those populations.
Yeah. They.
No, the Japs are.
I think they're just lying dormant for a little bit.
but just imagine if you're in Korea and I got in fights and like most people don't know I'm Korean, but because I have a Japanese name, and they will fucking start and like. I'm just like you, but I grew up in Japan, so I have to have a Japanese name, right? So yeah, I got attacked by Koreans at the bars. They think I talk a lot of shit, but I'm not Japanese. I have Japanese names and that's it. So.
Jason, do you have anything to say about this at all?
I have a German name, but I have no German name.
Tell us what your opinion of the Japanese are and their history.
Well, they used to crucify Koreans.
Really?
They did cleansing.
If you had to live there for the rest of your life, how would you assimilate with all the people there?
Where, Japan?
Yeah. What would you do to survive?
Acting.
First thing.
I'd be an actor.
Really?
Yeah.
What, next Godzilla film?
Because I'm a white guy. I could probably get work.
I love how now he's done a Lenny Kravitz video, and you told him you're
Right.
giving him an audition, and it's all acting.
So this is
now.
the thing: is you live in Hollywood and you haven't really progressed the acting career, but once you get to Tokyo, it's all business.
That's right.
You're fucking Bill Murray. And,
What? This town doesn't have enough acting opportunities? We go to that country where you can't speak the language. Then all the pieces will be falling into place.
You're going to be a real novelty there.
Yeah. So you reckon you'd be a famous actor?
They're looking.
First thing I'd do would be learn the languge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you've
Yeah.
gone.
No, you're headed straight to the
You're going
Lexus.
straight to acting.
You're going to be starring in a Lexus commercial.
Yeah. So you'd be an actor. What roles would you think you'd get in Tokyo?
Bad guy.
What would you do though during the lean years to make money?
Yeah, big tsunami. All the studios have shut down. What do you do?
In Japan?
Yeah.
Wow. Jesus.
I reckon they'd use you as a sandbag. I reckon that'd be your next job.
Yeah. What would you do?
Shinto?
What's Shinto?
Type of massage.
Calligraphy, archery, and
That's a religion.
Sword. Yeah. I just go hang out in the temple
So
and,
you know
would do
archery?
calligraphy, archery.
and sword.
I don't know why I went to archery. Why didn't I start with calligraphy? How long have you known calligraphy?
No, I would go learn it.
Okay, so basically
He
you
hasn't
would go
learned it.
you would go to Japan and do the same thing you do here. Nothing.
Why don't you do what you do well? Become a weed salesman there.
Yeah.
I don't know if
Sell weed.
Do they have weed in Japan? Is
I
it
don't know.
legal?
No, you don't break the law in Japan, dude.
No.
Don't fucking sew your.
You do that,
know.
you get caught, you're done.
Yeah, I wouldn't. You don't fuck around in Japan.
I love Locked Up Abroad. That's all I watch.
Jason is now in Jesse's band, and we're going to see them play on Saturday.
No, Jesse, no.
He broke him down. How did that happen?
He came and jammed with us, and he did a good job.
How did you let him jam with you?
We had a band practice, and our bass player wasn't showing up, so I needed someone to come and fill in.
But you,
All right,
above
Jesse.
all people, gets more upset with him than anyone I know.
So he plays the bass in your band.
yeah.
Wait, here's the best part. Ernie tells me that he shows up because they're practicing it at Ernie's recording studio, and he said he shows up one night when they're practicing. This is the first he gets there, and Jason's outside having a cigarette break, and Ernie walks up. He goes, "Hey, Jason," and Jason goes, "We're good. We're gonna make some money."
Party money.
Literally like in the middle of band practice. This is his second practice. He's just basically like, yeah, we should license some of these songs to like commercials and like,
I tell you what, if you got a real good song, I need a song for the opening of my new DVD because paying for those other ones are too expensive.
Yeah, well, you can listen to what we got, and if you like funk soul, that's what we're bringing.
I need a good guitar.
Funk soul brother.
Ernie came to
Check it
my
out
DVD
now.
recording. I had some problems with the DVD recording, and I'd like to say this while I'm on the air. It was very hard to sell tickets because the people at the Novellas Art Theatre, the Yerba Brenner Art Theatre in fucking San Francisco, booked me to do the show, then actively would not sell tickets for my show, nor would they put me on their webpage, nor would they acknowledge that I even was in the theatre if people rang up to ask.
Why?
Because they decided that I wasn't the type of show that they wanted at their art centre. And but yeah, I'm all for if I book a theatre and you see what I do, go, we don't want you here, fine. But don't take my fucking rent money and then actively try to block me. So those people are cunts at the Yerba
Why don't you
Brenner.
sue them?
You can hear it from me now. I've got the money. You won't be seeing it. Fucking try to get it out of me.
Yeah, I never get that. Like I've been booked at clubs where you're booked and then they talk to you about your material and it's like, don't book me, and then tell me you don't book me if you know what.
Well, because it was a DVD, they got a rental in the theater. They didn't get any cuts of the door, so they took the thing. But you can't have this moral high ground. Also, it's San Francisco, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
This isn't like I'm in Nashville and it's
where
some
Lenny
religious
Bruce was.
thing. This is the same place that recorded Daniel Tosh's special, and they advertised him. But for some reason, and I can't get an answer out of them why they actively tried. And in the end, we sold the show, and the gigs went well, and it's going to be on Epics in around now. It's going to be on Epic. So if you're listening, just
It's
check
that
out.
quick of a turnover.
They said a couple of months after the filming, so it
great.
won't be that long. So it'll be probably in a month's time. But just check out Epix.
What's it called? What's the special?
It's called Fully Functional, and it's Epix is now by this stage already on DirecTV as well, because that was the one on the TV network. It wasn't.
But 27 channels aren't. Yeah. I fucking hate DirecTV so much.
What 27
They
channels?
took off Viacom. Viacom's having a war with them. By the time this airs, it'll probably be over. But Viacom and DirecTV are having a war. So they took off like everything from like VH1, MTV, Comedy Central. They've taken all these channels off, and they're kind of like playing this game. Like, hey, it's not our fault. Viacom wants all this money for it, and we can't pay it. And but if you try to go and call and cancel, which I've tried, you'll be on hold forever. You can't even cancel. They just won't let you cancel.
Yeah.
So-
No, I don't like DirecTV. I used to have.
I pay like $100 a month, and I don't watch any of this shit.
I had whatever the other one was. Dish. No, I didn't have Dish. I had
Dish?
Direct. No, not Direct.
Dish lost Breaking Bad.
Echo.
Yeah. They lost AMC.
It's fucking weird.
Time Warner sucks too.
I love how they're
Time
like,
Warner. I like Time Warner.
we've got 500
Time
channels.
Warner.
Yeah, none of them I want to watch.
I like
I
Time
don't
Warner.
speak
Time Warner was my
Spanish.
favorite.
The best I ever had was ATT Uverse. That fucking shit's awesome. Time
AT
Warner.
No, I love Time Warner.
Jesse, do you
I
remember
always stick
when
up
it
for
was
Time Warner.
Comcast back in the day here before Time Warner?
No, I didn't live here when it
My
was
this-
God, you can bring any conversation.
Yeah, this is
on
a
hold.
really interesting
It was
conversation.
good.
Great, Jason. Go fucking play some bass.
Yeah, what TV are you watching now? You live in Japan.
I use internet. It's
Yeah.
everywhere.
Yeah.
No, they've blocked all the sites you like.
Yeah.
I just watch Hulu.
What sites are bookmarked on your computer?
Hulu,
What else?
Gmail,
Yeah,
Facebook,
yeah,
Twitter,
yeah.
UJizz.
Really?
Not bookmark, but remembered.
Go on.
That's it, really.
So there's really no substance to you at all. You're just doing the most basic shit in the world.
No, I'm out living life.
Oh,
Yeah, we know.
that.
We fucking.
Hey, how's the Lenny Kravitz song? Is it good?
Yeah, it's a pretty good song.
Yeah, his career's done though, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, it's a DJ versus Lenny Kravitz thing. So the DJ Avicii is the main artist of the video.
This sounds like the worst video ever.
All
No, it's good.
We better
I'm
end
just
this
kidding.
episode. We've got
I
the next
like.
guest too.
I like the director. The director, I like.
He has vision.
I want him to succeed, but I want everybody to say it's the best music video they've ever seen. But you ruin it.
It's the opposite.
Yoshi, anyone else you want to kill?
No. Okay,
What-
my former bosses, maybe.
What's going on with your life now that you don't have a job? You're out of the porn business,
I'm going back and forth between New York and LA right now.
and you. What are you doing in New York?
I just had friends over there. Just
Are you
visiting.
still? Are you doing a lot of stand up?
Yeah, working with a lot with Attell.
Okay.
Yeah. he's
So you're
been-
touring with Attell?
Yeah, he's really,
I've done that. It's amazing. It's fucking
great.
If you've never seen Dave Attell, you have to go. It's probably the best live stand-up comic I've ever seen in my life.
But he's so critical about.
I know, I
he's
know.
he's one of the best, and I don't get it.
I know.
Great person.
Yeah, nicest guy and funny shit, and has told us he'd do the show a million times and then never does it. Thanks, Dave. All right, nothing to plug.
I'm going to Afghanistan in September.
Are you allowed to go there?
Yes.
They like it when you beat women.
Are you going to get some weapons?
No, I'm just visiting a friend.
Yeah.
So
Do you have any other weapons other than the thing that got you thrown in jail?
no, I mean when I was younger I had guns, but I don't have them anymore.
I thought it was a gun that got you thrown in jail.
no collapsible baton. They told me if I had a gun, they would have taken the gun away and let me get on the plane. I don't know, some loophole back in 2003.
But collapsible batons are
It's
no.
Concealed weapon and like all the.
Oh no, maybe
No,
I-
it's because it's a concealed weapon. You can fit it like in your palm. And just like it's
You
in
could
your
fuck
pocket.
somebody
and
up
like
really
it's
bad.
it's like a club in your pocket, dude. Like it'll break your bones.
I wish I had one right now.
It's more durable than Grandpa's stick. It's iron.
Can you just go
Okay.
somewhere right now?
why do you pick on him? He's a nice guy.
Ask him why we pick on him. Jason.
Because you're mean.
I'm not mean. Sit down. Where are you going?
You said go somewhere.
No, go back there. Sit down.
I don't know what to do.
Sit down. All right, we got to end the show. Tell him why we pick on you. Tell them the truth.
Because you hate yourself.
Thank you for listening. That's been, I don't know, episode whatever. Go to our webpage, jimandeddytalkshit.com. Our next episode, Rory Scovel. Thanks for listening, and I don't know. Goodbye.